You're watching the Baseball Breakdown on Aycorp Sports.
Welcome to Week 2 of Aycorp Sports Baseball Breakdown.
Game 1, the Jackson Indians versus the Dexter Bearcats. After a walk and a single, Jackson's Peyton Kite steps up to the plate with 2 on and 2 out and hits a fly ball to center field. Nolan Alford makes a great sliding catch to end the top of the first. Number 15, sophomore Carter Shipman on the mound for the Jackson Indians. He gets center fielder Alford looking on a called third strike. After an infield single by Dexter's left fielder Justice Lovelady, Bo Carrier hits into a 5-4-3 double play to end the first. Top of the second, runners on first and third with 1 out. Brown grounds out to the second baseman. Hankins and Weber scores from third, making it 1-0 Jackson. Finn advances to second base. Next batter, Rhodes doubles on a fly ball to left field, scoring Finn from second, and Jackson takes a 2-0 lead. Into the third now, Jackson has a runner on third with 1 out. Kite hits a deep fly ball to right field. Shipman scores after tagging up. Jackson now leads Dexter after 3 innings, 3-0. Top of the fourth now. Parson hits a fly ball to left field. Lovelady makes a great effort and almost comes up with the out in foul territory. After a double by Drew Parsons, Finn hits a deep fly ball to right field. He scores Parsons from third, Jackson 4, Dexter nothing. Bottom of the fourth, Jackson leading 5-0. Dexter has 2 on and 2 out. Gibson Booker hits a ground ball and reaches on a fielding error by first baseman Weaver. Justin Lovelady scores from third on the play. Jackson now leads Dexter 5-1. Bottom of the sixth, Shaver walks the first 2 batters. Lovelady gets picked off first by Jackson catcher Drew Parsons, 1 out. Dexter's James Howard hits into a 6-4-3 double play to end the 6th inning with Jackson leading 5-1. And the Jackson Indians win this one 8-1 over the Dexter Bearcats.
Game 2, Bell City versus Bloomfield. To start things off, Bell City's Cale Richardson hits a solo shot to the left field in the top of the first. Upchurch tries to respond for the Wildcats and hits a flyer to right field. Nick Williams grounds the ball to third, but Cale Richardson snags the out. Dawson Looms leads off the top of the fourth with a double to right field. Scheibel singles on a line drive to bring Looms in for a 2-0 lead. Newell draws a walk to bring in Scheibel at the top of the fourth. Cole Hartline hits a nice line out to third, but Cale Richardson is still on his game with a slick catch. With what is obviously the play of the game, Cale Richardson airs out a grand slam, sealing a Bell City win. Final score, Bell City 11, Bloomfield 1.
Game 3, the Campbell Campbells versus the Risco Tigers. Campbell's catcher, Weldenbender, gets things going with a double to right field. On a 2-2 count, Carlisle gets Campbell's Sam Bunning looking on a third called strike, 1 out. With the count at 2-2, Carlisle gets Melvin to strike out looking, 2 outs in the top of the first. 2 on and 2 out, 3-2 count, and center fielder Tanner Smart steps up to the plate. He puts a big swing on this ball, hits this ball up into the right field jet stream, and it's gone. A 3-run homer to right puts the Camels up 3-0 in the top of the first. Carlisle hits a pop fly to the second baseman, Belcher, and reaches on a fielding error. And Carlisle steals second base, and the Tigers have something cooking with a man in scoring position. Bunting with the pitch, he gets Smith to strike out looking. Next batter, Bunting strikes out Landon Baker for out number 2. Bunting gets Hickerson to go down swinging, striking out the side. Into the third now, 1 out, bases loaded. Carlisle walks Belcher, Siebert scores. It's 4-1 Campbell. We have a pitching change in the third for the Tigers. Hicks fires and Wildenbender hits a ground ball, reaches on an error. Rowland scores for the Camels, and it's 5-1, top of the third. Pitching change in the third for the Tigers. Hicks fires and Wildenbender hits a hard ground ball and reaches on an error. Rowland scores for the Camels, and it's 5-1 in the top of the third. Bunting up to the plate, and he rips a line drive to left field for a double. Townsend scores from third, and it's 9-1 Camels. Melvin flies out to right fielder Earnhardt. Earnhardt makes a great running catch, but then throws it away on the relay to third. Bunting scores on the throwing error by Earnhardt, and Campbell now leads 10-1. On to the bottom of the fifth, and Sam Bunting is still dealing. He strikes out Hicks on a foul tip. Bunting goes the distance in 5 innings, allows 2 hits, 1 run, no earned, 2 walks, and 12 Ks on the day. Your final score from Risco: the Campbell Camels win this one over the Risco Tigers, 13-1. Game 4, the Farmington Black Knights versus the Jackson Indians. Senior Adrian Fox getting the start for the Indians today on the bump. Fox gets Jackson McDowell swinging on strike 3. After issuing a walk, Fox gets Kobe Larkins to ground out to the second baseman in the top of the first. Hayden Redmond gets the start for the Black Knights. The junior would be locked in on the bump all day. On to the second inning now, 1 on, 1 out, and Trevor Sutherland doubles on a line drive to right field. Denson advances to third. Next batter, Rice singles on a hard ground ball to left. Denson scores. It's 1-0 Farmington. Next play, Sutherland steals home. He's safe. Farmington up 2-0. With 2 on and 1 out, Cooper Tripp singles on a hard ground ball to right field. Runner Rice scores, and Tinsley advances to third. It's now 3-0 Farmington. We're still in the top of the second. 2 on, 1 out, and Farmington's Jackson McDowell decides he's going to bring out the big stick. He hits a no-doubter to left field, a 3-run shot, putting the Black Knights up big over the Indians in the top of the second, 6-0. On to the top of the third. 2 on, nobody out, and Farmers Connor Rice doubles to left field. Dennison scores, and Sutherland advances to third. Farmington adds another run. It's now 7-0. On to the bottom of the fourth. Drake Weber hits a ground ball and reaches on an error by the second baseman Probst. Jackson's Peyton Knight scores, and the Indians are on the board, 15-1. On to the bottom of the fifth now. Flynn grounds out to Redmond for the out. Next batter, Garrison Brown goes down swinging. Aiden Redmond gets Jackson's Cooper Rhodes to ground out for the final out. Redmond goes the distance and completes the no-hitter. 5 innings, no hits, 1 run unearned, 2 walks, and 7 Ks in a dominating performance by the right-hander.